Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this one, just a quick preview of Game Week 4. So with the international break run and done, we're back to Premier League football this weekend. But for those that did see the Game Week 3 review video that I did last week, I've already done the moves I wanted to make for this week. So I thought what we could do is just have a bit of a look across the board, see the most popular trade-ins, trade-outs. You can find them just on the status page. It's not too hard to find. But yeah, Pedro at number 1, 5.5 million forward, obviously offers great value, particularly if you're looking to downgrade in order to bring in a Haaland or a Salah. Luis Diaz, very popular as well. Obviously, Liverpool off to a great start this season. At 7.5, him or Diogo Jota are pretty interchangeable. Admittedly, Jota didn't start the last game, but that was a tactical decision. He should be back up front this week. Haaland and Salah the next two. So obviously, if you're, without one of them or both of them, perhaps, play your wild card to reshuffle your team, get them in. And Onana from Aston Villa. So he's one of the other guys I got on as well as Haaland. For this reason, he was going to be very popular. 2 goals in the first 3 games. Super cheap as well. So that obviously helps facilitate the move for those big hitters. On the trade outs, Isak and Watkins. So people, I guess, trying to just get to Haaland. I've held Isak, and I'd recommend if you can find a way to hold Watkins, particularly with the sort of yellow triangle, might be worthwhile giving a miss. Saka, so I guess that's a lot of people trading up to Haaland. I think they do have a couple of toughish fixtures, particularly the Man City fixture. But if you can hold him through that, there's a nice run before then a few tough ones. So can trade him out. I did. Guardiola, I don't think he's worth a panic trade. Obviously, he's expensive, and I can see why people would trade out. But again, like Isak, if you can hold, I'd recommend. And Palmer, I guess, just at his price, probably isn't as great a value as what he was previously. So just to remind people of the trades, I'll go to the transfer history. So the trades were Haaland, Smith Rowe, and Onana in for Muniz, Son, and Saka. So getting rid of my 2 big midfielders essentially for Haaland, or 2 of my big midfielders, and bringing in the cheap options, Smith Rowe. So I've still got some cover for Fulham with Muniz out, and Onana. Again, I thought he'd be very popular. Not the biggest sort of fan of having him, but it was just chasing that bit of value. Which we look at the transfers, he has already gone up to 5.1. If he got up to 5.2, we could have had an extra 1 mil, but that's neither here nor there. And so the team this week, I think again we already discussed this, and I haven't updated the captaincy. So I guess with Salah and Haaland, you're basically using these 2 in your captain, vice captain every week. It's just whether you prefer the defence of Brentford or Forest. And I think just on form, we'll go with Haaland this week. He's scored back-to-back hat-tricks. Who's to say he can't do it again? So, so the team's, not too much else to be said. The team's the same. We can't really do anything with our bench. But the plan is to hold on to game week 7. And then after that, the international break will probably go the wild card. So got basically 4 weeks with this team. Obviously, we can transfer in between if we want to. But for now, we'll just go with what we've got. So yeah, like I said, won't spend too long because we've gone through these players enough already. Um, so yeah, in saying that, if there's any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a thumbs up, a like if you enjoy the FPL content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.